to be running around or just following Kiro.
Fair enough. I just need figuring out which specific 2 rocks to place myself next to.
It's on the 4 line, I think.
Oh, if it's in the middle of the caldera, I won't have any problem finding you guys. I just need to figure out which direction to face and which specific rock to stand next to get the best shot for the camera.
It's the big giant map on the western side of the caldera, looking at the picture.
Solo, you can use jump jets while you're on the racetrack to try and avoid firing and such, just you can't use it to like skip parts of the track.
I'm familiar with that part. Just wanted to see if we were using the middle.
I mean, you can cut a bit of a corner. But not entire chunk.
And exit the confines of the course.
Sensors
but
online.
as long as you start and end in the jump inside the course, I suppose that's fine.
All systems nominal.
Buddy, because I'd actually have to go with the course was first.
Just follow the other blues. Well, follow Kiro because she knows it.
So is that kind of like cricket? You know, so long as you are back in the on the pitch, sort of within the boundary line, by the time you actually catch the ball, instead of being in the air jumping, it's counts as a catch.
Oh, you thinking of jumping out the boundaries and throwing it back to one of the other fielders?
You know, I'm just saying that is a valid thing to do.
As long as you're not touching the ground.
Yeah. I mean, I think technically you can also, I guess, jump up, just tap it back in with your hands, and if you tap it high enough, step back in and catch it yourself.
More by the heat vision's ultra edge.
No, night vision is the one you want.
No, Kiro, you're at the wrong side.
That's where Solo is here, isn't it?
No. Alright, Kiro, stop. 90-degree left. Your left. That gap. A little bit more to your left. That gap, yeah, there you go. That's the start one.
That gap.
Yeah, I know, it's like all the other gaps, but slightly different. Those 2 rocks that Kira's just passed between, you can use that as the start end line.
And she's the one who did watch the video.
Okay, we were standing watching her, so we can't say anything.
Right, so, Devin, if you want to position yourself somewhere to the left of those mechs.
Wait.
Hopefully without Kolsch and Davros bumping into each other there. There we go. Okay, so, Devin, as you... so when you turn the face to your right, there's this rock, yeah? You've got a rock that's blocking your view on your immediate right. If you go round... Yeah, that one. If you go round that, there's a gap. That's the gap you'll probably stand in just to let them know that they aren't supposed to go through that gap to get to the finish line. You can have a look yourself first. You want to just get used to it, but...
So basically, if anybody actually approaches me, I shoot them.
Shoot at them, yeah. But yeah, they're supposed to come up that pathway and then go around the rocks there, sort of behind where Killington are looking now. Where you're looking, Varg. That's the path you're supposed to come up to go to the start point. You don't go through the gap where Davros and Solo's currently stood. That's all you got to keep in mind. The rest of it is pretty straightforward. So
basically, they just need to go between where Gojira and I am.
Yeah, essentially that. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Kind of funny how...
So everybody ready?
Yep, if it's ready, remember to clear comms, and then it'll be...
I have no idea where I'm going, and I'm somehow still at the front.
It's probably not a good idea.
It's okay. Christina is our queen, and she will show us the way.
You heard any slapping noises? That was me face palming vehemently, but anyway.
Makes sense.
Right.
That's basically what's going on.
Clear comms, and then it's down to you, Devin. I'll start recording now.
Copy.
Take care, Sally.
Damn, everybody's gone.
Disconnected from each other. Laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. 10%.
And there we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I was muted.
That sort of scared the hell out of me actually when you said that.
We need you to pull through.
It was Sally on the TeamSpeak suddenly dropped into the channel.
Yeah.
That bit of audio. Right, so remember everybody, you can switch out your builds or switch to a different mech if you wish for race 2.
I didn't know we'd go after small fry.
I'm also more than happy to have been disqualified in that round because of taking what I assumed was a sort of, called
Well, death and destruction goes on because Vorb's in a bloody assassin. I am gonna make
yeah,
there's no bug here, all the captain killing.
Going in the caldera, so I assume it's a race.
You're not supposed to go back into the central caldera, you can go around on the edge, which, from what I saw, obviously you were just skirting the edge.
Yeah, I was like, I never went in the caldera, so I'm going to assume this is okay unless you break silence and say restart the match. That's not the route.
Yeah, I have to admit, I got properly lost at one point and just ended up like jump jetting until I saw one of
the first lap was the best because Kira was leading it, and then it was the bit where it's like, oh no, that's the wrong way.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Does explain why the first lap was the longest.
Yeah, when the shooting started, that was exciting. There was a lot of gunfire going everywhere.
That should be fun to watch.
Send me an invite again, because I am going to redistribute some of the stuff on this, and then I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, okay. If anyone else needs to change up a build and needs a reinvite, just drop out. I'll reinvite you.
Also, doing a bit of a behind the scenes
critical areas that got blown off more easily than others.
What are you saying then, Totty, sir?
Doing some behind the scenes recording. Race Wars, working title, Backstage.
The untold story.
I'll need a reinvite.
Okay, reinvite out to Davros.
Actually, I might also grab an invite. I can't remember how much armor I've got where.
A reinvite small fry.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, you'd have loved the little fire base we got going yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me, Davros, Totty, BFG. Yeah, we built it on that Maxwell Island.
Oh, Christ!
Using the existing fire base and fucking spent all night having to defend it.
Yeah, it was quite a show. Ended up dropping a whole buttload of daisy cutters on the forest too. That was quite a sight.
Yeah, BFG set up a barbecue and we were just sat there on top of a bunker with fucking daisy cutters going in. Yeah, and I found out as well the radios that you can build, you can't turn them on. However, I can Zeus in working radios that you can turn on and off. So, put one on top of the tower so the guy in the tower doesn't get lonely. You can listen to Walter Cronkite. I think if you listen in between the audio on those radios, they will actually play, excerpts from real reports and stuff that got played on the is it ANR radio or something like that. Allied News Radio.
Why not Galaxy News Radio?
Hey, 3 down. Ow.
Wait, a technical question. We can't go over the speed limit with mass, but can we use mass to get up to the speed limit? In other words, so I'm going to re-enable my key. Up to, but not over. Got it.
Sorry, but I've already done.
For some reason that reminded me of the Top Gear episode where they each took a lorry out and decided to see just how fast they could get lorries going. I think Hammond got his up to 80 or 85 miles an hour.
Just remember Clarkson's ridiculous black one.
Yeah. And then sending it through a brick wall.
Yes.
Driving trucks is fun. Especially the MAN 220s, because they've got like a disco seat. It's like a floating suspension for the seat. So you can re-engage, engage it and disengage it. And I called it the disco seat because you bounced up and down when you started doing it like you were at a rave.
That kind of seat is pretty common these days.
Yeah.
It's sort of necessary, really, given the sheer mass involved and the fact that the driver sort of needs to not get bucked around.
Yeah.
Else someone else might end up with a lorry up their arse.
Reactor online.
I think the ones I did my Cat C training on didn't have them, but then the later trucks did.
All systems.
But we were getting I was training on the last generation of truck, and as we were finishing, the new trucks came in, and they took us for a little tour around the new trucks because they'd just come in and they was like, well, we can't have you just pissing around in the old ones.
Also, with training trucks, they tend to not exactly spend a whole lot of money on them because, well, let's be honest here, they're training trucks.
Well, the training school had just had a big boost of money from the urgent operational requirements, so we had to spend it.
Fair.
There were interesting spending choices with that money.
Yeah. Fucking Panther. Bane of fucking Canada, that was.
All the drifting fog on the map is a 2D image.
Yeah, that seems about right. It's a cheap way of creating the effect.
Yeah, you don't notice it when you're running around in the mech, but when you've got the floating camera and you sort of move it, side strafing it, you can see the image just rotate to fit your view.
Yeah.
No, even in a mech, you can see it.
Oh, can you? Right. I've never been enough to edge. I've just noticed it now as the sort of smoke is drifting across the map.
Probably because you'd be in combat.
The cockpit canopy glass, quote-unquote, fogging and dirt and that sort of thing also helps to hide it a little bit too. I still wish they'd added the cracking feature that MechWarrior 3 had.
I didn't shit so many pilots when we got headshots on them.
Oh god, that sound. Oh. Once you've played MechWarrior 3 and you've been shot in the head, that's a sound you'll never forget. Everyone who's played it knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Especially
Fraction
the
of a second and pants hitting terror, yep.
Yeah, it's just that moment of, oh, hell no.
You want the start line?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Clear comms, so I will start the recording and it's down to you, Devon, okay?
destroyed. SRM destroyed. SRM ammo at 25%. Right arm critical damage. Center torso critical damage. Depleted.
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
Okay, nicely done, everybody.
Ooh, kind of lost my way there on that last little second. Oof, Christ.
Was that a headshot?
Nope, that was a CP4.
I like the way that your Phoenix Hawk tumble pet also.
Yeah.
Paul, show us with that sign bit of aggression. Hey, damn, Ross, why were you playing favorites?
What sign of aggression at the end?
Can anyone read?
I was behind small fry. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
I'm just trying to get the.
Sorry, Varg.
I don't know.
Yes, you nearly got
Right,
through.
was Totty fourth in that? Or fifth?
Fifth.
Fifth, right. Who was fourth? Because.
I was.
Yeah, Varg was.
Right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Varg,
killing
why you do that?
I couldn't resist. I tried so
Hey,
hard.
damn, Ross, you were playing favorites.
Amazing.
I was just trying to survive the fucking match.
Yeah.
Small fry legged me last time, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna run a clean race. Anybody wants to fuck with me, I'll fuck with them. Outside of that,
The red arrow.
And I wasn't fucking with you.
Last race.
Okay.
All I can say is I wasn't aiming for legs last time.
Oh man. Did somebody join before?
Chronica.
I'm not.
Oh, hey, Fro.
Okay, damn, Ross
No,
was
and I'm-
flaming me.
Well, I was so late. Like, there was a weird bit. You only see it in the recording, but Davros fired both his flamers on his Phoenix Hawk, but one was completely off from the other. They were firing in two different directions. It was really weird.
that's because I was at full torso twist, and I was aiming to the left as far as I could, and it was just a bit too far out to flame, whoever it was I was shooting at. So you had the two in the center torso that were firing forwards, and then my left arm was off in the distance. It looked like I was saluting something.
Who just dropped out then?
No idea, but I think I've got the result there, right?
I was third across the line. Because there was two mechs before me.
Yeah, it was small fry, then me. Then you came in behind us. It was when I couldn't see who would come in behind me.
It was
Sorry.
that order. Then after Davros, it was me.
Yeah.
I killed Totty just before that, so he'd be fifth.
Technically, Totty self-exploded.
Kiro needs a brain tape.
No, Kira's not.
Do you want to give that?
Solo should have been my kill. I worked so hard on that.
Because Man, Solo, and Kiro were all eliminated, and then Totty killed himself, and he was in fifth. It was just so I could make sure I got the kills right as well.
In fairness, he only blew up to stop me blowing him up. I want to claim that.
Discord. Are you weaved like hell?
Yeah. Also, I think I had 60 rear torso center armor. So it was a lot to chew through.
Invite out to you, small throw.
It's like I should have picked a better mech for this, but then again, I just the filling in. It was good.
I think it probably comes down to, for best clan mech, Stormcrows and Arctic Wolves are a cut above everything else.
I mean, I haven't had to do much to change that Arctic Wolf one.
Yeah.
Boys and twos.
You should have died to me, Solo. You should have died to me.
This is the last drop, so if everyone's ready. This means Small can probably go to sleep after this, and everyone else can do their own thing.
I am here, and I've got to be up by 7:30 for work. So.
What time is it now?
As I say, it's 2:45 now.
We got BFG up having a breakfast of noodles this morning. Fucking mad bastard. We told him to go to bed.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Override engaged.
Ooh, now I know what I'm going to call this. McCracken's Waste Wars, working title, Backstage Pass.
There you go.
Backstage ass.
Chaps for those.
Well, it's 19.99 in euros and pounds and dollars for the Backstage Pass. Gives you early access to the first expansion pass.
And it also gives you a bonus colour paint scheme that you'll never use.
That you'll forget about, and it's crap, and everyone else has got it, so it doesn't feel that special anymore.
But don't worry, because it's this. Penswit's guaranteed to work even on those low G planets.
For $50, you can get in blue.
Only if you buy the Ultimate Edition, which doesn't include everything, but it has a lot of it.
Move up, you cheeky
Muppets. Will
Muppets.
get shiny blue.
Well done, Deborah. Shoved everyone forward while moving backwards yourself. Well played.
Just because he's a cripple doesn't mean he can't be shifty.
I've literally heard that as an argument. He's disabled. He can't be a mean person.
Alright, Devin, let us know when you're in position.
There we go, should be good.
Okay, clear comms, and I'm recording now.
System offline.
Right, thank you very much everybody for helping out with that, as always.
I've got one question to ask. Hero, why? Why did you feel the need to just turn and burn on? I didn't even have my hand on the mouse. I was just using my keyboard to just turn and burn. You just had to control it off, didn't you?
Damn it, Kiro. I'm in flying second place. But no, you had to turn and shoot.
Oof.
And Landspace, where was the plan? Where was the tactic? We could have had it easy.
Didn't we have it easy?
I mean, I don't know. You and I died very early.
You stopped on the line, you looked at me, so I was assuming you would be shooting me.
I didn't.
I love those head games that happen on the start line.
Well, that was after the first lap. He stopped and then he looked at us, so I was assuming that we were in for a fight.
Also, sorry for the misclick at the start of the third round. My bad.
No, I just slowed down and looked at you, to see what you were going to do.
Menacingly.
Take a cheap shot into my weak rear armor. And then you opened fire.
You're doing the one race today, Rocket?
That's as long as Small Fry's got, because he said he's quite early. But you said next week you're good, aren't you? You can record a bit longer, Small Fry?
Yeah, I can do a fair bit longer since I don't have work the next day.
Well, we'll try and get 2 done at least there then. The next one will be Tourmaline, which the video is up for, further up on the Race Wars channel. And after that, I think it's... Christ, I put the list up there, didn't I?
Tourmaline, Canyon.
Yeah, the Canyon Network is... So the next 2 races will be Tourmaline and Canyon.
Yeah, keep in mind I had to run that race without my joystick because it broke last week.
Oh no.
Well, not broke. It's got some weird funky ghosting going on.
Plug out the thing that you had.
Yeah. It randomly sort of throws one axis in some random direction.
Oh, was that why you were going backwards every time you got in a vehicle?
Well, that's part of it. Yes, exactly. Like every time I got into a Jeep or a truck, if I had my joystick plugged in, I would drive backwards. Once I unplugged the damn thing, it seemed to work okay after that.
Still, my condolences, mate.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt because I gotta tear the thing apart and figure out why it's messing up like that.
I'm sorry, man.
It's like $75 a pop because it's a Thrustmaster X, and they're not made anymore.
Hopefully it's an inexpensive fix, man. I mean that.
Hope so. I think I just need to tear it apart and give it a good cleaning and move some sensor wires out of the way.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you said it's a really specific one.
What time do you normally do the armor gaming?
Well, at the moment, because it's been the the Prairie Fire DLC. I've been having it on sort of like 24 hours.
Right.
It's been on pretty much like 24/7 thing, except it gets taken down when they have like my unit has scheduled ops.
Ah, yeah. And is it on a like public's?
No. There's a Discord for it. There's a link for the Discord in Rocket's channel.
Right. I've been looking at getting armor for a while, and this seems interesting at least.
And the server has a password. Not gonna say here, I said I'm still recording.
Alright, well, that's it for the recording though, everybody. Thanks again for turning up. Next week we'll try and get the 2 tracks done, start at the same time as we did this week.
Happy with that. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good one. Take care, everybody.
Good night. Thanks again, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
I'm going to drop out as well. So, sorry? Say, Vug?
Alright, goodbye, good night.